I'm here. I just love when I have computer problems. Good morning, John Hart. Well, good morning, sir. Good morning. I had to do a double check. I was just like, am I on the mindset show? We got power players going on over here. I had to do a double check.
Hey,
Yeah.
you told me you were going to teach me some AI tricks, so I'm here.
I don't know if there'll be tricks, but there'll be some good old wonderful artificial intelligence that we have. So I wish artificial intelligence could tell me how to have my internet go faster sometimes. What up, Dennis? Good morning, man. Good morning, Erica. Good morning, Tony, Jesse, Jeremy, Abe, Dawn, Fran. Good seeing you again. What up, Karen? So good morning to y'all. Grace, thank you so much for getting everybody in here. So, if you can, we always like referrals. I'm thankful our team does over about 100 referrals a year. And so we do a lot of listing referrals. So, if you can put in there where you're calling us from, because you might know somebody, tell us a little bit about what you do. You might do something in the business. Some of you might be entrepreneurs like John. Tell us what you got going on, where you're at, what you do in the business. It's always about connecting and having opportunities to be able to engage with other people. You might be a resource to help somebody else out today. So, good morning to you. For those of you who've never been part of our Power Player Show, good morning to you. My name's Coach Brock Zevan, life coach, business coach, real estate coach, and a real estate agent, still in the business, and a DAD. So, I'm calling from Charlotte, North Carolina. It's a beautiful morning. It'll be about 80 degrees. My kids want to go to the beach already. They're already nipping in my ear to go to the beach. I'm like, dear Lord, it's only March all, but they want to go. So I don't know. You never know what's going to take place. So artificial intelligence. I've been blessed and fortunate for those that are with real. I've worked with Drew Thompson quite a bit and coaching, working alongside of him. Artificial intelligence is something one of those that I've learned that it is not going to replace us in our business, but it's certainly, if not done correctly, it's going to outpace us. It's going, if you're not willing to grasp it, it will take control over certain things. And if you're not reading the news all, okay, just kind of little tidbit in the real estate world, did you hear what just happened to Redfin and Compass? Did you just, in Rocket? Okay, if you don't know what's going on into those industries, I truly feel I was listening to a blog. Why I think artificial intelligence is going to become more and more. Just think about this. Okay. How many of you put it in the chat? Where do you get your listings? Put in the chat where you get your listings. This might sound like a crazy conversation here, but where do you get your listings? Where do you go find your homes? Like how do you get your information for homes, home sales? How do you get it out? What do you do? Put it in the chat for me. Northern VA, okay. Where'd everybody put their information? There we go. Tennessee, Nashville, D. I'm just now getting it. Referrals, FISBOs, referrals expired. No, okay. I want you to think a little bit deeper, all. This is very important. This is how artificial intelligence, you need to, this is part of it. How do you get your listings? Where do you go? Like somebody says to you, Tony, I want to buy a house. I'm really interested in buying your house. I don't know where you're from, Tony, but I want to buy a house in your area, Tony. And you're going to say, great. I'm going to get you set up on what are you going to do?
An MLS search.
An MLS search. Thank Tony. Where are you calling us from, Tony?
Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Colorado Springs, getting up early to be with us. Okay. So MLS, Jeremy, automated searches. MLS. Guys, the projection is that the MLS will not be with us pretty soon. Which means, what are people going to do to go get their homes? If the MLS isn't there for people, because that was our like our protect. Well, it's not on the MLS, right? For sale by owners expired. Well, well, I mean, sorry, for sale by owners. Oh, no, your property's on the MLS. 92% of the people are going on MLS to go find their homes. That's not going to be the play. In certain states, okay, they don't use the MLS. The MLS it doesn't exist. And so they use Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com. Okay. Do you have a guess of how many how many websites you're when you put it into MLS, it gets syndicated out to? The main ones, there's probably 5 or 6. If you don't go to these, Redfin.com, Realtor.com, Zillow, PropStream, PropWire, Homes.com, these are all sites that people are going to. And I don't know if you know this all, but start to go look online. Amazon, Walmart, Google, Zillow. Guess who's getting their license to start selling homes? Redfin. This is happening, whether you like it or not. And why artificial intelligence is going to be important, write this down. Society is becoming an asking instead of researching. They are becoming more asking than they're becoming researching. It doesn't matter what you do, what business you're in. What I want you to do, I want you to think about what this your first prompt and I'm going to give you these strategies here, but just talking out loud, some of your first prompts should be what are the top 10 things buyers are asking in Colorado Springs? What are the top things buyers are asking for in Florida, in Albany, New York, in Tennessee, whatever city, state you're in? What are the top 10 things buyers are asking for, looking for, problems that they have? What are the top 10 things sellers asking for, looking for, problems that they have? Another word I write down, trending. What's trending online right now? Okay. Money exchanges hands when problems are solved. And what people are doing is they're going into ChatGPT, into Claude, into these artificial intelligence, and they are just going into and saying, I am looking for a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath home in Albany, New York, near Huff High School. They're asking because they don't want to research it out anymore because we're just a society that's a little bit lazy. I don't want to have to research it. I don't want to go click and look down and see, like, okay, oh, shoot, the first 3 or 4 are sponsors. I don't really want to pay those at. Like, okay, let me scroll down. Then I got to click on the link. Oh, it's a website. Now I got to go find my information. We're lazy. We just want the information right away. We're instantaneous. And that's why if you go and even Google this, Gemini, and you say, how many more people are just finding homes through asking? So with the MLS gone, you're going to have to figure out a way how to market your home. And yes, there'll be some systems and everything else. And yes, I'm foreshadowing, what is going to take place in the next year or two. But I don't want you to come from scarcity to be like, damn, MLS is gone. Now what? It's going to be okay. You just have to immerse yourself into these tools and understand how to apply these things. Okay. So, what I'm going to do for us all here this morning is I'm going to share with you some of the things I'm using, some of the things that I recommend you use. The most important thing, I'm going to go through like I'll start at the baby level, the ground level. Okay. If you're not using artificial intelligence and putting your inspections in there, PDFs, data, you need to start doing that. Okay. All inspections, data analysis, home searches, all need to go into your chat GPT, all need to go into your Claude, and you need to ask it to diagnose it, to help you out with it. Put together what are the big issues, the structural issues, the cosmetic issues, What should I be asking my client? I represent this client. You're going to put that all into your chat GPT now. Start putting that information in there. Okay. Those are that's like basic level anymore. I'm not even going to get into like use chat GPT to help you out with emails. Like that's pretty basic. Okay. If you're not doing, let me ask you this question. How many of you put a 10 in the chat? How many of you are using chat GPT or some sort of AI, you know, every day? It sounds silly, but I gotta assume everybody's doing it every day. Okay. How many feel put a 5 in the chat if you want to be using it more? Put a 5 in the chat if you want to be using it more. And then for those of you who put fives in the chat, I want you to put in here like what where do you want to use it? Like where is it that you like social media? Is it videos? Is it content creating? Is it managing my emails? Is it trying to get more business? Like what specifically? Automation, SOPs, all now, Jesse, we gotta be specific now, Jesse. All is like who else? What else do people put in the chat here? What specifically are you wanting to do? Like I'll give you an example. My team and I have virtual agents. If you're looking for a VA, let me know. I can help you with that. So I have 6 VAs that work for my company. I have one VA that does all my blogging. We do blogging. Anybody know Tammy Price? Anybody know Tammy Price on here? Go look up Tammy Price. Tami, Tammy Price, phenomenal agent in Texas, crushing it in SEO blogging. Okay, organic. Google really likes the organic stuff. So I studied her, followed her. She was at one of our conferences, and she uses Claude and she uses ChatGPT, and she has created blogs, organic blogs, using artificial intelligence to be able to put out into her she does a blog and then we do a vlog. Okay. The vlog attaches to the blog so you can go back and forth for cross pollination so you can do YouTube. Okay. If you want to create a YouTube, I strongly suggest YouTube channel. You can use artificial intelligence to help you with that. How to start up to create a YouTube channel. But those putting that information or creating that SEO blog is like a whole system. So the SOPs on how to automate it, what to put out there. Okay. So I would go into your chat GPT. I'm just going to say chat GPT or whatever Claude whatever you use and say, I would like to create. How many of you are using voice? Are you guys typing? Put it in the chat. Are you typing or voicing you talking to your chat GPT? Are you texting or voice? Texting or voice? Both. Type, voice, voice, both. Typing, both, both. Okay, we stopped. Everybody else? Okay, I'm going to really encourage you to stop typing and do voice. Okay, stop typing. Drew was doing something the other day. Like literally, I was doing a full on. I wrote out an entire script on what I'm doing to create a 21 touch for my for sale by owners based off of the season being in March. You want to talk to your chat GPT and you want to ask it questions when you get done. You want to talk to it and have a natural conversation saying, this is what I'm looking for. Please poke holes at it. Write that down. Please poke holes at this. Please talk to me like I'm a fifth grader. Please help me understand where there's ideas that I might be missing. How many of you have a board of directors on your ChatGPT? How many have created a board of directors? You need to get a board of directors on there. And you want to talk to people with your whoever it is that you're looking for, mentors. How many of you know Alex Hermosi? Okay. Maybe you were with John Maxwell. Maybe you like to have Gary V. But you want to create a board of directors. You want to have 4 people, maybe spiritually, financially, Grant Cardone. Okay. And you want to create these board of directors. And then you want to find somebody you don't like. Somebody you're like, man, I really hate his ideas. Man, I like, it drives me insane. But you want that person to be on your board of directors as well in your chat GPT because it's going to give you a different perspective. Because would it be fair to say yes or yes, or that there's other people that think like that person? So this is like, well, I only think the way I think. So I want to be able to hear other people's perspective. So you have like a different person that you don't really like their ideas, but you put them on there because be like, well, you know what? I really don't like this. And it's like, well, all right, I want to make sure I reach out to those people. So you have a board of directors. So when you got a SOP, a process, something you're trying to create or do, you want to be like, hey, board of directors, could you help me out with this plan? Could you help me out with this process? Where would I start? Where should I go? That's why you want to voice it. Because if you start typing it in, you just think a little bit differently. And so you want to be able to just voice it out there. Okay? So the top 11 things, let's see, do I have 11 or do I have 12? I have 12 things I'm going to tell you and then we'll break it down for you. Okay? And then we're going to do this till about 10:35 and then I'm going to open up to Q&A for anybody who wants to pepper me with questions or ask me some more. So one of the first things that we do for ChatGPT for the prompts, you want to write down lead generating and qualifications. Lead generating and qualifying. Okay? We do this for agent remarks. If your agent remarks just sounds like is something as simple as, please create for me an agent remarks, public remarks for 123 Main Street. Like, no. You want it to sound something like, please create for me some public remarks that are going to be SEO looked at, Chat GPT friendly to attract buyers for 123 Main Street. How many of you guys know to go to Zillow or Redfin to look up your migration charts for your hometown? So Alex or Karen or Fran, like depending on where you live, you would go into Zillow or Redfin or uhaul.com. U-Haul actually keeps track of this all as well. And you would find out what areas of the country, cities are moving to your area. And then what you do is you go into your prompt and you say, please also focus on attracting buyers in Los Angeles, California, Chicago, and New York, New York. We seem to have a lot of people migrating to this area. Please create for me questions or thoughts around something that I might be missing for my remarks as well. The goal is to attract a buyer to this property. Please keep it under 1,200 characters. Find out how many characters you got. And that's what you want to tell the remarks because you want to lead generate. You want to attract people. So everything is SEO creation, your social media posts, your Facebook posts, which gets me to number 2 is you use artificial intelligence to help create SEO content. Is to help create SEO, ChatGPT friendly social media content. CTAs, call to actions. So you want to be able to make sure that anything like one of the things I wrote down is I like the word to use captivating. Write a captivating post for Instagram. Now remember, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, they are all different on their algorithms. So you can't just say, I'm just going to copy paste this and just spray it all over my social media platforms. You need to specify it on what program or social media you're doing. Now, one of the things when you're doing this all, when you're on number two, creating social media content, you also want to create a prompt that says, please create a series of 5 posts that I could do for the next 5 weeks, the next 4 weeks. Please keep in mind, I'm always looking to engage and attract buyers to this property. Now, you can also do it as well as you want to attract potential listings in this market that I'm selling it in. How many of you like to get more listings? I don't know about you, but I'd like to get more listings. I'd be okay with getting more listings. Now, I talked to you guys about what I'm doing with my VA for blogging. Each one of your listings, this is important. How many of you, for each listing, you have a blog? How many of you, someone put it in the chat. Is anybody doing that? Put me in the chat. How many of you, for your listings, you actually have a blog written to it? What drives me crazy is we have no problem doing a video on it. No problem. I got to get a video out for it. I got to do it. Let me just do like is Justine on here? Because I would make fun of Justine. If you're not following Justine Derby, she does videos for everything. Love it. Videos actually increased 403%. Just did it. Somebody sent me some stat on it. So videos are good, but you also got to do a blog on it and get it back to the video. So you need to do a blog and put it on your website about it. So you can do artificial intelligence. Hey, could you please help me create an SEO ChatGPT blog for 123 Banana Street? Please tell me, here's another really important thing. Please tell me 4 other amazing things, venues, hospitals, schools around that area that have high influencers or high traffic followers on their social media posts. Right? If you have an area, a brewery typically, because everybody wants to search for breweries, restaurants, schools, or movie theaters, like go to those Facebook pages and then go see how many followers they have, how many people are their Instagram, and tag them because you'll cross pollinate with them. Ask ChatGPT that. That's a prompt. Please tell me the top 5 highly influencers Facebook or Instagram groups in this city. So that way you can tag that or be like, hey, not only is 123 Banana Street amazing, but it's also really close to these 5 other places. Take a look. Okay. So number 3, it also can be used for auto follow-up. For follow-up. How many of you are not very good at follow-up? Be honest with yourself. Put a 5 in the chat. How many of you are not so good on follow-up? Put a 5 in the chat. Like, man, I just suck at follow-up. I'm not very good at this. I just struggle with this. Okay. We want to be able to use artificial intelligence to help you with your follow-up. Please create for me some follow-up emails when somebody reaches out to me. Please create for me some text messages on this. I'll give you guys a bonus while I'm thinking about it. It's called napkin.io, napkin.io. Napkin.io is a really good source that it takes whatever you're texting and puts it into a visual content. Sometimes people just want to see a picture or just be like, hey, just want to validate, or share with you this information, and you could put an image to it. So napkin.io is a really good one that we use. Okay. Number 4, where's my girl, Fran? Fran does this really good. She does RPR. How many of you residential property report? Put RPR if you're using it. Put RPR in the chat if you're using or if you're using it. If you're not using it and you want to learn more about it, Fran's doing a class. She does like literally like a high level side coaching on it. I think it's like $49 all. I'd strongly recommend it. Fran, put your information in there, Fran. She's actually certified in it. That's why I'm bringing up Fran. Like, she's just not like I went on it like 2 times. She's certified in it, but she does a class, a program on it, and it's really cheap. and I strongly recommend doing it. But RPR does market analysis on this. Like literally, so one of the things, how many of you use Heygen? Heygen. How many of you using Heygen? Anybody using Heygen on here? Type in Heygen if you're using Heygen. So what we're doing is we're using Heygen and we're using RPR to create videos of subdivisions. And literally, no joke, Kat. I go and I drive around the subdivision. I open up my sunroof. I don't have it here with me, but I put my tripod, I stick my tripod out the sunroof. I angle my phone and I drive around the subdivision because people want to know what the subdivision looks like and they want to see the videos. And we're using the RPR, or you can go into ChatGPT and say, please provide for me for Cornelius, North Carolina, Colorado Springs, Albany, New York, wherever you're calling from, and focus on real estate trends, median prices, and inventory levels. Please also pull amenities, HOA information, rental history. Is it true that you could have some subdivisions that are really good with rentals? That you can get some subdivisions that, they really good at providing maybe some not Airbnbs, but there could be a strong rental market in this subdivision. There's high demand. Like, hey, we rent out more than we get $2,000 a month. You got investors? They might be interested in that. So your market analysis, you want to be able to provide this and put this information. So RPR has this, and so does ChatGPT or Claude. Now, here's the thing. Remember, I said to you all that we were going to do, that you were going to do a video, that I'm doing a video on it. I take all the content and I put it into artificial intelligence. I say, please create for me a video script for 3 minutes for my video. So now it's going to take the content and it's going to put it into my video exactly the length that I want. Now, if I want just a B-roll, how many of you use 11 Labs? 11 Labs. Anybody using 11 Labs? Write down 11 Labs. It's another one to use. And you can use 11 Labs and they'll have a voiceover for you to put it on there. Okay. Number 5, personal branding client relationships. It builds personal branding client relationships. Audit your Facebook, audit what you're doing, audit your Instagram. Be like, hey, could you please take a look at my Facebook page? And is it very obvious that I'm a real estate agent? They might be like, hell no, I don't even know what you do. It looks like you're at the beach and hanging out all the time. Looks like you like to eat food. It looks like you like pasta. Right? It's like, no, it has zero. Like, I remember I used to take my emails when I'm trying to do call to actions. I say, could you please, I copy paste the email and say, could you please tell me what I'm asking? Chat's like, I don't even know. I was like, okay, I gotta fix this then. But if you're Facebook, if you're like, why am I not getting anything on my social media? Like, well, because nobody knows what you're trying to put out there. Put in your business page, put in your LinkedIn page. And then you're gonna ask it, please audit my Facebook, my LinkedIn, please audit my website. And then say, could you please suggest 5 things that I could do to help me? Suggest for me 10 things that I could do over the next 30 days. Please help me put a 30-day plan together. For those of you that run a team, maybe it's your team's yourself. Put together a 30-day plan. Be like, hey, could you put together a 30-day plan that will help me in my business? What are some ideas, some suggestions that I can do? And please make it simple, no more than 10 minutes, because I struggle with attention. I go off that rail. Just tell it. Okay? Maybe you need to create a mission statement. Maybe you need to create an elevator pitch. Maybe you haven't talked to your client. How many of you, be honest, how many of you have not talked to your client in like 5 years? You're like, damn, I have not called my client in 5 years. I've not done a single thing. Well, tell that. Be like, ChatGPT, I have not engaged with my client, my past clients over the last 5 years. Could you please create for me an elevator pitch using my tonality, my conversations on how I can re-engage? What would that sound like? Should I do anything else? Is there an Amazon gift that I can give less than $20 that you recommend? Amazon, you can tell Amazon what you got going on all in the searches. You don't have to like search for like, looking for a lawnmower. You can put in there like, I live on a hilly slope and I'm not very strong and I'm looking for a strong self-propelled lawnmower. What do you have for me? It will go find that specific need for you. Like I do things all the time. Like a buddy of mine is in the hospital. He's over 55 years old. Be like a good friend of mine is over 55 years old. He's a gentleman, and I'm looking for a small gift under $20 that I could send him to know that to tell him I'm thinking about him. And don't give me ideas because I'm not very good at that. Okay, number 6 was listing descriptions and presentations. I talked a little bit about this already, but you can ask it, write engaging descriptions, write SEO descriptions, write call to actions, chat GTP. I can't even talk anymore. Friendly, create titles. If you're putting it on YouTube, create SEO YouTube descriptions. It's another thing you want to write down. Create YouTube descriptions with call to actions. Remember, we want to point it back to the blog because we're going to create a blog. We talked about blogging. Number 7 is real estate video scripts. Create a script for me for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever you want. You can use 11 Labs to help you with the voice if you don't want to use your voice. All right. You can also do, how many of you are seeing this? This is becoming popular right now, Jennifer, is, um, you know, 10 places or 5 reasons not to move to Charlotte, North Carolina. 5 reasons not to move to Jacksonville, Florida. 5 reasons not like they're doing well, what do you mean not to move there? What's wrong? So you're seeing more people trending into that, looking at that. Um, the other one that I have here, just because I'm running out of time, this is kind of like basic. If you're struggling with objection handling, you can use AI. Just say like, I'm looking for objection handling. Here's what I'm getting. Here's my friction points I'm having. Could you please create for me some strategies around that? Some replies to this. The buyer agent told me that they want these 10 items fixed. Here's the inspection. How should I respond? Gives you some content, some ideas that you can do. How many of you use Matterport? How many are using video content in your home? You can create virtual open houses. Use artificial intelligence. Please help me set up virtual open houses using this link to attract people in my database. I'm going to send this to everyone. Put it in an email format for me, please. And then you could be like, here's my new listing. I'm going to give you a virtual open house. Here's a coming soon virtual open house I wanted to give you exclusively. Ask artificial intelligence to help you create email subject lines. Please create for me an attractive, engaging email subject line that will increase my open rate. How many I talked to you about referrals? How many you want referrals or networking opportunities? You can say, please create for me. Number 10 is draft an email in my network for asking for referrals. Maybe you have other different programs, other different people in your database that you want to cross-pollinate. Looking for opportunities. How can we connect together? I like to create how what would I write here? Explain how you can create benefits for each other. Please create a beneficial email to somebody who's in the financial world and I'm in the real estate world and I want to send this out to all my financial gurus. How can I apply that? How can I email that to make it a win-win situation? I use several times, like, please use habit number 5, which is create win-wins in the highly effective people with Stephen Covey. Please create for me an email around that. Right? How many of you like win-win situations? All right. I'm going to go into real quick. I can do this the next 3 minutes. I'm just going to tell you some of the AI tools and some of the ones that I talked about. HeyGen, 11 Labs, Claude, House Canary. Canary AI is an advanced valuation platform. So Canary AI is really good for marketing and getting data, property values, neighborhood insights. Okay. Um, how many of you would like to know like where people might be moving to? What's the predictability? You go to Smart Zip. Smart Zip. Smart Zip will help you see what's going on, some target outreach, which neighborhoods are really booming, what areas are good. Anything that's designing, generating that we use, real estate content.ai. Real estate content.ai. This could be used for anybody. Canva AI. Most of you know Canva AI. Um, Another really good one is Bounty, Bounti, Bounty. It helps generate like professional listings, flyers, brochures. You can also use RPR, but Bounty is really good. Now, some of these also will generate flyers and different things. Maybe you do property management. Maybe you do artificial intelligence. Maybe you're in insurance. Maybe you do lending. Maybe you're in the financial industry. Maybe you're into, um, I don't know, whatever. Okay. Um, let's see. I talked to you about Matterport. Magic Plan. Magic Plan is another really good one. This helps out with floor plans. Oh, I also have a Cuba Casa. Cubicasa. Cuba Casa. Literally, it does all my measurements for my homes now. I don't pay anybody to do it. I used to have somebody go out there and do measurements, but Cubi Casa, Cubi Casa, does all our measurements now. It's like $15. Um, Video.ai takes still pictures and puts it into movie clips. I'm also getting ready to work with an AI company. I think we're in the final stage of partnering together, but you'll get discounts $30 to be able to take. You can do your still pictures, take your own videos, and then you put it in this platform, and then it'll generate you a whole like those reels and all that stuff. How many of you seen like the a box in the middle of a room, and then it opens up into like all the furniture? So like different things like that. Um, Sidekick AI that helps integrate the MLS, but it helps emails, calendar management is another one I've heard of. Sidekick AI, and let me see. The last one that I have here that I'll share, saleswise.ai. It helps build tools, automate CMAs, target marketing, saleswise.ai. All right, all. It is 10:42. I typically do this. How many of you put a 5 in the chat if you got one nugget? Put a 5 in the chat if you got one nugget, one simple thing. There's like, well, I didn't know about that. That's something good. See, I only say one, so that way I try to get more fives. It really helps my self-esteem. So put a 5 in the chat if you got something out of today in some capacity, in some way that might be able to help you. And so, what I'm going to ask anybody to do is to either a question, a takeaway that they would like to share with the group here, or something they'd like me to do a deep dive here before we conclude. I'm good with awkward pauses too. Awkward silences, I'm really good at.
I'm not in this space, but it's interesting to know about the MLS going bye-bye.
Yeah. If you're not looking that stuff up, all you really need to read that up. That it's gonna be a little interesting. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be around the like in within the year, but it's definitely gonna start to change. You're gonna start to see because a lot of the homes, some of the homes won't be online. Like you're gonna have to like just like a for sale by owner because that's what Compass is all about. It does the private marketing. So where are you reading that at, Brock? Just type it in. It's all over the news. Just type it in Google, Gemini. You'll get articles, YouTube on it. BAMX. How many of you go to BAMX? BAMX. BAMX is a really good website. They do a live video every morning at 9:30 Eastern. Anybody else? Got 1 minute. And that was easy. I
A
just had it.
big
I just
takeaway
got
for
to.
me is working on my website, the blog, and doing videos connecting to the blog.
Yeah, tell the chat, the prompts what you're doing. I'm trying to cross pollinate. I'm trying to take my vlogs and put it towards my blogs and my blogs to cross pollinate into my vlog. And that way you can talk to each other. You put both into the descriptions. So that way it's crawling and getting this information is really good. And so also audit your website. Is your website good? Where can I add things? Do I have testimonials? Do I have my Google reviews? Those things. If you have Google reviews, all right, if you have Google reviews that you have not replied to, copy paste the Google review, put it in there and say, could you please help me create a reply and please create it SEO friendly and ChatGPT friendly. Why? Is because artificial intelligence will only read Google reviews on certain things. So you want to look at their Google reviews and what they're writing, and they use that to put you up in the order when they're saying like, who's the top real estate agent in Lake Norman? So you got to put that in your Google replies, so that way they can use it to like find you, like, hey, this is one of the top agents in their Google review. SalesWise offers iScripts. Good. Thank you, Dennis. There you go. For expired listings. He's got it right in there. Thank you, Dennis. There's a link for you. All right, all. Well, guys, if I can, Grace, if you could put my contact information on here, guys, we will have this on my YouTube channel. So you can go to Brock Zevan's YouTube channel. You can go to my private Facebook group where I do my coaching mindset. All that is in my Facebook group. We will put that in there. If I can help you in any single way, coach your team or help you out, maybe do something for an organization or anything else, let me know. Be more than happy to help you in any capacity. I'll be back in 2 weeks. Every Thursday at 10 a.m. we do this. So invite anybody else that you want there. And if I can help you in any way, let me know. Till then, for those of you, our mindset show is every morning, 8:15, 8:45 in the Eastern time. We will see you tomorrow. Till then, see ya.